the other end of the spectrum, a 5 means that they strongly agree with the statement.
Once all of the data is keyed into the computer, and at that point we actually have to begin to analyze it to understand what's going on. The data we collect are more than just a bunch of numbers. The numbers that we process and analyze really correspond to opinions that people express.
Percentages like these are revealing a new phase in the American dream. As we move into the next century, we're somewhat overwhelmed by the information age.
One of the things that's really driving consumer behavior in the marketplace nowadays is stress. The primary way in which consumers are trying to control the stress in their lives is to simplify their lives. So, you know, in the 80s, the cry was shop till you drop. In the 90s, the cry is drop shopping. The number one sign of success and accomplishment used to be traveling for pleasure. The number one sign of success and accomplishment nowadays is being satisfied with your life, being in control of your life.
Once marketers know how we think and feel, we all can see this reflected in advertising. These days, we're being told we can simplify our lives. We can take control and build our future. Success is a state of mind.
We have seen the American dream go through some significant and indeed radical transformations. It's mathematics that has really enabled us to have the tools and the capabilities of understanding what the American dream is, of tracking it over time, and it's mathematics that is going to enable us to keep up with it in the future.
I think it's pretty clear that we as a civilization have entered into a new era. Some people call it an information age, some people call it a digital age. It's an intangible economy. There's lots of different words for it, but it's very obvious that in terms of how our society is structured and will be structured, we're in a different era than we were before.
Graciela Cieślownicki is a mathematician and an economist. She believes the world economy is evolving in some very profound ways.
We are facing a major economic change. The world economy is about to take a somersault in the sense that we are changing the way we produce goods, the ways they are circulated, the way we work, the way we think about things. We are now seeing a new wave of change.
There have been three great eras in human history. And in each era, humans relied on different resources for survival. In the first era, humans were hunters and gatherers. They relied on physical strength and their ability to find food. In the second era, humans became farmers and they relied on controlling the land. In the third era, the industrial age, humans relied on the power of fossil fuels and machinery to drive the economy. Today, Chinchell Nisky and others believe that we're heading into a new age.
Now the industrial society is becoming a different type of society. And this different society I call the knowledge society. And this transition that we're going through, I call it the knowledge revolution.
As part of the knowledge revolution, we will all rely on a new powerful resource.
Mathematics is the raw material, is the energy that drives the system. Mathematics is like the fossil fuels were for the industrial society. Now, to get energy, we don't burn fossil fuels. Now, to get knowledge, we burn mathematics. We use mathematics.
According to Chinchell Nisky, mathematics and computer science are not only driving the knowledge revolution, she believes mathematics can also be used to understand the forces shaping the future.
So in addition to being the driving force between these changes, mathematics is very important for our ability to understand, to comprehend these changes, and also to be able to use this understanding to formalize it, to conceptualize it, and to see where we're going, what's happening, and why.
In her work, Chinchell Nisky uses mathematics to model economies. The essence of each economy is captured by a three-dimensional cone. By studying the cones, Chinchell Nisky believes that she can see some of the profound changes that await all of us in the next age. Chinchell Nisky begins by creating a three-dimensional graph. The first axis represents a quantity of industrial goods produced. 0 denotes no goods produced. And as we climb the axis, more and more industrial goods are made.